Hi everyone, Salesforce Development Day 18. So let's see what we are going to learn today. Today we'll quickly go through the previous session overview and we'll talk about the list methods and what is the set collection and set methods, and we will see map collection, map method, and what is the differences between the list, set and map, and then we will see the use case of it. And after that, we will talk about the Apex code flow logic. And we'll have a questions, assignments, and then trial headings. Now, what did we learn in the last class?
List.
We have seen the S object data type, primitive data type also. In the primitive data type, we have seen whatever the primitive data types left one is there, all the primitive data types, and S object. In the S object, we have seen how to use the S object, how to create a recording the object from the developer console. And then we started with the collection. In the collection, we started with the collections are three type of collections in Salesforce: list, set, map. So yesterday we have seen list and few methods we have seen in the list. Now today we will continue the rest of the methods that we have. Now there are so many methods are there, but I'll cover only the few of them which are very important. Now the next method is contains. Next method is contains. So contains is basically, as a word it says contains. If the value is containing in the element, if the value is containing in the element, then it will return true. Then it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. Let's say for example, now let's go to the developer console. Open. No, this is yesterday's one or previous one. Previous one. Let me delete all of this. So let's assume that I'm declaring the list. I'll take a list of integer. The list variable name equal to new list of integer. Right? And I'm going to declare a variable here. Now this I have declared. Right now, it contains the information. It contains the integer list. Now if I print system.debug, if I print system.debug, the integer list, int list. Let me execute this, execute the highlighted one. From spelling system.debug, execute it. And it is containing these values in the array 123, 45, 33. Let's suppose I'm going to say if int list, what are the int list is there? Int list contains 23. If it is containing the 23, it will return false. And let me return another one, which is, let's say 32. Here I'll say that is 23 and is 32 contains in the list. Now let me execute this, execute the highlighted one. Containing 32 contains, no, it is not containing, so it will false. So that means in real time, sometimes we need to check in the list, do we have this value or not? Do we have this value or not? In order to check that value is present in the list or not, so we will use the contains. We will use contains. And the next one is add all. Next one is add all. So right now what we are doing is everything I'm adding to the list, right? So for example, right now debug. Now for example, I wanted to create this integer list, right? So integer, whatever is there. Now this is the list of the integer. I have another list of the integer. List of integer. This is the second integer list. Second integer list equal to new list of integer. New list of integer and just specify here. Now this is the second one. Right now this is does not have any value. Right now, second integer list is does not have any value. Does not have any value. If I print this, it will give empty. So basically the array will be empty. Let's take this is as a integer list. Let me execute. Debug. Now right now this is empty. Now for example, I wanted to add whatever is available in this. Whatever is available in this, I wanted to add everything to the another list. Everything to the another list. In that case, we will use the add-on. In that case, we will use the add-on. Add all the elements specified in the list to the list. Right? So for example, here I'm going to use integer list dot add all. And I'm going to specify add everything that is present into the integer list. I can add it. Execute. Right, it is added everything and let me print this after adding. Second integer list after add all. After add all, click on the execute highlighted one. Debug. So now it is added 1, 23, 45, 30, 33. So whatever is there in the previous list, if you wanted to shift that list to the another list, then what you can say add everything to the new list. So for that purpose, we use a add-on. And also, we have a nested list. So far, we have seen the single list. Single list. That means list of, now here I'll be specifying the data type, and the variable name equal to new list of data types, and then we will close this. This is the single list declaration. Now we also have a nested list declaration. Nested list. Nested list is nothing but list within the list. List, and then within that again one more list. Again one more list. The list of list data types. So list within the list. I already have a list, and within that one more list I can declare it. One more list I can declare it. Maximum only two lists. Maximum only two lists. List within the list. That's it. Nested list. Right. So here we have a nested list equal to new list of, again list of whatever the data type is there, data type. So here this is the variable name. Variable name equal to new list of list data type. Only the difference is this is a single list and this is the nested list. Now let me show you this in the developer console. I have this nested list. This is the declaration of nested list. This is a declaration of nested list. Now in this nested list, now let me declare this list of list. I'll take a data type as the integer. Let's say nested list equal to new list of list integer. List of list integer. Right, so I have already a list. Within that again one more list. Within that I have again one more list. Now this is the list. And within this list, again I have a one more list. Within this, I have a one more list. And in this list, I'm storing the integer data. I'm storing the integer information. I'm storing the integer information. Now, I have a two list here. Now, in case if I wanted to store the data here, first, I need to declare the list separately. Now, this is the declaration part of it. That is declaration part of it. Now, if I want to declare again, now separately, I need to declare in order to store the values here. In order to store in this, I need to have a list and I need to declare the multiple list. I need to declare the multiple list and then I need to insert or I need to add it into the main list. So this is the list 1 and this is the list 2 and this is the list 3. Now all the lists I need to declare it separately and then add it into the main list. So add this list to here, add this list to here, add this list to here. So multiple integer list we will be adding to the main list. Now this is the list declaration. Now here what I'll do is I already have a, like I'll take this whatever we have declared on top. I'll take this one as well as the another one. Let's say this is the integer list and this is the integer list 1, 2 and then I can take 3. N number. This is the integer list 1, 2 and the 3. Right? So this is how the data. Now everything I have declared separately. Now I'm going to add it to this. I'm going to add it to this. Nested list dot add. I'm going to use int list. Right? I cannot add everything into the same. Everything into the same, I cannot add it, which is not possible. If I try to execute this, it will give me error because it will parameter is expected is only one parameter. So I'm going to add it here 4 times. So 0, 1, 2, 3. That means how my data will be stored into the list. Now, in my list, now I have this data. I have this data is there. Now this data, how it is going to store? First of all, it will create a space. It will create a space. In this space, whatever the space is there, in this space, what it does again within this, it is going to create a list, right? So again within this, I have one more list. Within this list, it is going to, I'm adding that means I'm adding the list of it. This is the first list, and this is the second list, and this is the third list, and this is the fourth list, right? This everything is a nested list. Space is occupied for the nested list. Space is occupied for the nested list. Within this, the first one is a integer list, and then second one is a integer list 1, and then again one more thing, we have an integer list 2, and then another one we have an integer list 3. Integer list 3. Now in this, it is going to add a division. 0th index, first index, second index, third index. Similarly, first, second, third, 0 first, second, third. 0 first, second, third, 0 first, second, third. Now 1 will be stored in the 0th index, right? 23 will be stored in the first index, 45 will be stored into the second index, and the 33 will be stored in the third index. Now similarly, everything will be stored. So nested list, within that, this is the space is allocated for the nested list. Within that, again it is dividing the space into the multiple list. Multiple list. Now if I try to print this, let's say system dot debug. Let's say nested list output. Nested list output. Yes, we have a nested list. Let me execute this. Execute the highlighted one. Debug. Now, here is the values. Let's copy this. Go. Here it is stored. The first level it is storing the 1. Now this is starting of this. This is the starting one. And this is the ending of the list. Ending of the list. So 1, this is the first list. 1, 23, 45, 33, and then comma. It is going to store the second one. 1, 23, 43, 45, 33. And after that, it is going to store it into the second and then third. Right, so this is how it is storing the values. This is how storing the value. 0, 23, 45, 33. This is 1, 23, 45, 33. Similarly, 1, 23, 45, 33. Similarly, the last one also. So this is how the data will be stored in the backend. So which is nested list. In the nested list also, we will use in the real time. In complex scenarios, we will use the nested list. Now, in case if you wanted to directly declare here, type 2 of the declaration, variable declaration. Now, if you want to directly declare here inside main, then in that case, you need to use curly braces, curly braces. Now, within this, within this, we need to specify the new list of integer, new list of integer, and then again one more time within the curly braces, I need to specify 10, 20, 30, and similarly new. This is the second one, list of integer, right? I'm going to specify here 80, 70, 60, and again new list of integer. And here I'm going to specify 1, 2, 3. And this is the declaration of nested list. Nested list 1. Now system.debug nested list output, which is a 1. Now let me execute this. Execute the highlighted one. Now it is storing 10, 20, 30, 8, 70, 60, 1, 2, 3. List within the list. If it is a single list, now if it is a single list, the type 2 declaration is specify. You can just specify the 1, 2, 3, 4, like this you can specify it. But in case if you want, value, it's specified here, value. This is a value and the comma value and then comma value. List within the list. Then list within the list, what you have to do, you have to specify. Now here we have directly specified the value. We have directly specified the value. This is the first value and the second value and the third value. And then closure of this list. Now similarly here, if you want to declare within the list, list of integer or a data type, and then you need to specify the value. And then you need to specify the within the curly braces, you need to specify the value, comma, value. Like this, you can keep on specifying. The first one. And the second, if you want to one more time, you wanted to declare, you can declare it. Again, one more time, like this, you can keep on declare it. So this is the list within the list declaration. Take a notes of it. Done. Okay, so let's move on. The next one which we will see, set method. Set in method. So in list there are few more methods also there, but you can go through the document. I think mostly whatever I have covered, we will be using that in the real time. And the list method, add, we have covered, add index and list element, we have covered. Add all from list, add all from set, clear, clone, contains, declone, right? Equal, so is nothing but if the values are both the values are equal, same or not. List one and list two both are equal to, is the both are same or not. Get index if you want to get the value. Get up as object type in case object, whether it has a code or not. Index of is basically if you want to check the any index is empty to you. This is we have covered it. Iterator. So it is basically if you wanted to return the instance of an iterator. Like if you wanted to understand how this is used, just click on this. It will give you the option iterator. So you have a some iterator is available. Now within that iterator, you are going to declare the some list of it, then it is going to use. We do not use the iterator in the real time. In the real time, we do not use. And is empty, yes, we will use it. Remove index, which we have seen. Set in case if you wanted to set the specific some element within the specific index, then you can use the set. Size we have seen. Sort to string. To string is everything will be converted into the string. Everything will be converted into the string. So we have covered almost everything. Now, set in collection. The next one is set in collection. Basically, set is also holds the any type of data as a collection. Set also holds the any type of collection within the any type of collection, any type of data as a collection. So that means it represents a collection of unique element with no duplicates. The main difference between the list and set is list is accept the duplicates. List accept the duplicates. Whereas set does not accept the duplicates. Whereas set does not accept the duplicates. So set is an unordered collection of primitive S object. That means whatever the order you have given, it will not take it in the same order. It will not take it into the same order. It will do its own sorting. It will do. Set is a unordered collection of primitive or a S object or a collection itself. Or collection itself. So whereas a list is ordered, the way you give, the same way it is going to take it. Whereas set, whatever the order you will give it, like for example, you have given United States, right, or India, so you have a different descending order or some wrong order, which is not a ascending, which is not a descending. Whatever the order you have given, set will not take it in the same order. It always reorder that one. Whatever you have provided, it will reorder that and it will do the unordered. Features in the set collection, Salesforce, a set collection does not have an index. Set does not have an index because whatever we have given the order, it will not take it into the same order. It will not take it into the same order. For example, I have given the integer 23, 12, 1, 24. This is the order that I have given. What set will do? Set will take 1, 12, 23, 24. Tomorrow I'll add anything. For example, tomorrow I'm adding the 8. So suddenly in between it will adjust the 8. So there is no index. It does not have any index. It does not have any index. So it is not, set is not stored based on the index. Set is not stored based on the index. And set collection, the data type can be primitive or can be a S object, can be a collection itself. So data inside a set is a case sensitive. Case sensitive. So a set collection does not contain any duplicate or a null values also it does not take it. So let's see the syntax. Syntax is the set data type, and you have to specify the variable name, set name equal to new set data type. As it is whatever we did it for the list, that instead of list, we have to use the set. Take a notes of it. Methods we have in the set. Now set we have add method. Add method. The methods what we have seen in the list, the same methods are available in the set also. Now let me show you that. Now we have moving to the set. So list, how we declared it. So for example, let me show you the list. List string of, let's say, student names equal to new list of string, right? So we have a multiple students we have it. Now what list accept? List accept the duplicate as well as the blank value, as well as the blank null values also it will accept. Null value also it will accept. Let's say here it's a Lakshman and Naveen. Okay, these are the values. Now Lakshman is, I'm repeating here, right? And also I have a blank value. Null value is there. Null value is there. Now let me print this system dot debug output plus whatever the student name is there. Whatever the student name is there, I'll take that student name. I'm printing this. This is the list. Now same thing what I'll do is I'll use the set. I'm copying it here. I'm just changing the list to set. I'm just changing the list to set. Whatever the values are there, the same values I'm taking in the set all. Blank and null. Blank and the duplicate values also I'm taking it. So this is the set output. Let me execute this both of them. Please take in the set Lakshman. What is happening? It is taking the Lakshman also.
Ma'am, you're printing STD names both the times.
So it is, let's print the set of string. Now let's execute this. Debug. Now here it is, list output is accepting the null as well as the duplicate. It has the null as well as the duplicate also it is accepting it. Whereas set, it does not accept the null value. It does not take the null value. And also duplicate values also it will not take. It will not take the duplicate value. So set only take the unique names. Set only takes the unique names. Now if you want to add a later also, you can add it, but it will take only the unique names. Now, for example, I wanted to add one more name to this. Student name set dot add. I'm going to add one more name. Let's say Shilpa. And Shilpa is the one which I'm adding it. Again, I'm printing the value. Now this time it will be added the Shilpa. Also, I'll add one more value which starts with A. It starts with A. Now let's take Archana. Right, now let me execute this. I did not specify the index, right? So it is simply I'm adding the add name. Now let's see how it is going to take in the set. In the set, it is going to, in the set, there is going to, like it is adding the Archana and then Lakshman and then it is adding the Naveen, Ramesh, Shilpa. So that is comma. Comma, it is taking it. How about set? Let's execute everything here. Execute. It is by default, it is taking the first one as it's starting with comma and then Archana and then Lakshman and then Naveen. Automatically it is getting sorted. Archana is coming in the first place, right? So we have added somewhere. We did not specify any index, but it is automatically taken the order. It is automatically taken the order. Now first index is, it is by default, it is taking the value. Now let's see here, I'll remove this. Now let's execute. Null value, it will take it as a first index. Yeah, null values it will accept, it will take it as a first index. So if you do not have a null, it will basically wherever I'm adding the null. So what it is doing is, for example, here I have added the null. I've added the null. So this null is taken as a first. This null is taken as a first. Then it will take the whatever the alphabetic order is there, it is taking the alphabetic order. Set is accepting the null. I can see that. Set is accepting the null. Fine. Only duplicates it will not take. Set only duplicates it will not take. Now after that we have a size. In order to know the size of the how many words or how many strings are there. If you wanted to know the size, you can use the size. And in case if you wanted to remove anything, you can just simply use the remove, and then you have to specify the value. You have to specify the value. For example, I'm saying here, let's say student names dot set. I'm going to remove the Naveen. I'm going to remove Naveen, remove Naveen. Now let me print the output again. Let's execute. And it is remove the Naveen. So you need to specify the whatever the value is there, you need to specify the value, because set does not hold the index. Set does not hold the index. For example, if you want to remove the null values, let's specify here null. Now let's execute. Now it is remove the null value. It is remove the null value. Now, sort, it is getting sorted only in the ascending order. Similarly, get, if you wanted to get the specific value, you can get it. And is empty if you wanted to know whether it is empty or not. That is or not. So clear, clone, these all are the existing one. These all are existing one. Now, if you go here in the Salesforce documentation, in the Salesforce documentation, there is a set class. Set class. In this set class, now we have a set method, right? So here it is a signature. Now we have a methods, add all, clear, clone, contains all, equals, so hash code is empty, remove all, everything is the same. Everything is same. Right, so whatever we have seen in the list, all can be used in the set. All can be used in the set. Next one is a map. Next one is map. Now, before going to the map, now set also has a nested set. Set also has a nested set. Single set, set, and nested set. Nested set. Single set is, as usual, you have it like this, whether it is a type 1 or a type 2, which is same as a list. Only the thing you need to change here, set, and this is the set, and this is the set. This is a single. Now, for example, if you want to go for a nested set, then you have to use set of set, and then you need to specify the data type. You need to specify the data type, variable name equal to new set of set data type. Set of set data type. So I have an outer set and then inner set. Then we are initializing it. Now let me show you this. It is the same concept that we have done it for the list. Let's close all of this. Debug, open, nested set, nested set. Now for nested set, let's say I'm going to declare it here, set of integer, let's say variable numbers set number set equal to new set of integer, set of integer, right? This is the number set. This is number set. Set of integer, number set equal to new set of integer. Now here I need to first declare the single set. Single set I need to declare it. So let's take here. No, I do not. We take this. Now here I'm going to specify everywhere set of integer, set of integer, set of integer, right? Which I'm declaring it as a set of integer, and set of integer. Now I have an integer list, integer set. This is the integer set 1, integer set 2, integer set 3. Now I have declared it. Now finally I'm going to add it to the number set. Number set dot add. We are going to use integer set. Integer set. Now similarly, number set dot integer set 1, number set dot integer set 2, number set dot add integer set 3. Then finally, I'm going to print the value system dot debug. Let's say nested set output. Nested set output is number set. Now let me execute this. It does not accept the duplicate values. So let me change the values here. Let's execute. It has taken all the values. Before it was a same values were there for all the set. So it does not accept the duplicate. It does not accept the duplicates. Now it has taken all the set of it. Now this is set of set. So that means in set of set, I will have a set of. This is the first way of declaration. The second way of declaration is set of data type, variable name equal to new set of data type, and then I need to specify the here. Second type of declaration is I can simply specify here new set of data type, and within this I'm going to specify the value. This is the first value, and then second value, and then like this you can specify multiple. Similarly, if you want to create a multiple set, you can create it. Right? Now let me show you that. Now, here we have a set of integer. Let's say this is nested set equal to new set of, again set of, here we are going to specify the, during the initialization only we can specify, so we can specify it here.
Ma'am, in that nested set output 33 is a duplicate, right?
Or it is taken the 33 duplicate values it is taking.
Yeah.
So it will compare the complete set with the complete set. Now if I have the information, now let me show you that. If it is exactly matching the all the set of this equal to all the set of this, then only it will take it up. So for example, the 33 is here. 33 is here, where in the second. Okay, so here it is there. Now, for example, I'm giving here 45. Okay, 45, I'll give it. Now, let me execute this. So, even it is a 45 same, it will take it. Now, again, I'll change the one more value. So that means basically it is going to check exactly matching. The complete collection of the values is matching with exactly the other collection of values. Then only it will take it as a duplicate. Execute it. Debug. Now it is taken the 23 duplicate is it 33, 45 are there. Now I am going to change the last one, which is a 1. Now it is going to identify, okay, this is a duplicate set. This is duplicate set. Now it is going to give me only 3 sets. Only it is going to give me 3 sets. That means it is going to it is not verifying the single value to the other value. It's not verifying that this value is present in this or in this or in this. It is not going to verify. Basically, what it is going to cross check is it is going to cross check this complete set. Exactly, is it matching with any of this? If it is matching with any of this, that is a duplicate. This because this is the nested set. Nested set. If it is a normal set, it will compare the value to what value. If it is a single set, it will compare this value is present in anywhere or not. If it is a nested set, it will compare the set to set. Set to set, it is just compares it. Otherwise, it will not. If there is a single value, it is not going to cross verify. It is not going to cross verify the single value. It is completely checked. One set is matching with any other sets or not. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go for initialization of the nested set 1. Nested set 1. Now here I am going to specify new list of new set of integer, and then I'm going to specify 1, 23, 12. Again, I'm going to specify new set of integer. Then I'm going to specify 2, 34, and 2. The new set of 2, I have given the different values. Let me show you this output. System.debug, system.debug, and nested set 1. Nested set 1. Now let me execute this. Set of integer this is. So let's execute this. Debug. Now the last one it will take only 2,34 because in the last one we haven't added the duplicates, right? We have added the duplicates in the last one. 234 2, it is going to take 2. And if this 34 is matching with any other set, doesn't matter. If the complete set is matching, then only it is going to cross verify. Otherwise, it will take, if this is a single set. Now that means in this list, in this set, we have another set is there. The duplicates are only going to cross verify within the set, If there are any duplicates or there, this value is matching with anything or not. Or else it is going to cross verify the complete list. Is this complete set? Is this set is completely same as the others? Is this set is completely same as the other? Then if it is the same, exactly same, then it is going to give us this is the duplicate one. This is about the nested set. Take a notes of it.
Ma'am, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So keys will be like always index, I mean, numeric values only. I mean, can we have any other keys? I mean, like strings, anything we can keep it.
Yeah. In the set, we can cover only primitive data types. Set. Now, whereas the list can hold primitive data type, S object, which we have seen yesterday, and collection itself.
Okay.
Whereas set is only we prefer to store the primitive data types. Primitive data types and collection itself. We don't use the S object in the set.
Okay. No, I'm not seeing the example. That's what I asked you. Thank you.
Okay. Sort it does automatically ascending order. Now list is basically unknown. It's a order, so it does not do any sorting list. Whereas set, it automatically do the sorting. It automatically does the sorting of ascending. It will take the values, not the descending order. We do not have a descending order, only in the sort is only in the ascending. That automatically Salesforce will take care. You need not to specify anything and get a ascending. Then taken the notes. Now, one more thing. Now we have seen the nested list, nested set. We have seen the nested list and nested set. Now another one we have it within the list. Within the list, you can call the set. Within the list, you can call the set. Set of any data type. A new list of set of data type. We can call the set within the list. The other way we cannot do it. The other way we cannot do. Set inside the set list I cannot call it. Only within the list I can call the set. Only within the list I can call the set. That means now I have a list of it. Within this I can use the set of integer. And if you want you can take a string. Primitive data types, any primitive data types. Set to list. Equal to new list of set of integer. Right within the list, now you can add this, what are the numbers we have, we can add. Now within this set, I'm declaring the same thing. Now I'm declared the set. Now I'm going to add this set to list dot add integer set set 1, set 2, set 3. Finally, I'm going to print the set within the list. Here I'm going to print set to list. Now let me execute this. Let me take integer. Good. Now you have it. Everything, all the values are coming here. For example, I have a duplicate values here. Duplicate values 1, 23, 45, 33. It is going to print all the values. It is not going to compare whether this set is matching with another set or not. It is not going to compare it. Right, this is the single set within the list. Set within the list. Now, another way of declaration is the second way of declaration. While initializing itself, you can specify the values within it. You can specify the values. Now, value specification is you need to specify new set of data type and then you need to specify the values within this value, and another one value, and another one again value. Like this, you can multiple times, you can select any value, and then you can specify the multiple new set. This is the second way of it. Take a notes of it. Let's move on to the next collection, which is called as a map in collection. As the keyword says map, it is map. That means it is a mapping. Map is nothing but it's a mapping. Mapping. So when do we do the mapping? When I have a two values. Here one value is there and here one value is there. Between these two, we will do the mapping. Between these two, we will do the mapping. Mapping. So this side we have a one value and this side I have a another value, right? So we will be mapping is basically where I have a two information before the equal to, after the equal to, where we are mapping the information, right? So map is having it is a key and a value pair. Key and value pair. So that contains the each values unique. Now, how the data will be stored in the map, let me show you that. When we talk about the map, these are the set and list. Now, whenever we have a map, right? So this is, assume that this is my database. This is the database. This is the database. Inside this database, we have a map. Let's assume that I'm storing the map. I'm storing the map details. Whenever we are storing the map details, that means the values inside the database will be stored in the form of key and the value. Key and the value. For example, now I have a, let's assume I have a country and rupees. Country, rupees. So usually country rupees is, for example, here, country and currency. Country and I wanted to store the country and the what is the currency of that country. What is the currency of the country? Now here US, in the US currency is dollars. In US currency is dollar, and in India it's a rupees. In India it's a rupees. Right? And similarly, for example, if it is a Dubai, it's a dirhams, right? Like this, we have a different currencies are available. Different currencies are available. Now this is how it is storing. It is storing in the form of key and value. Now here key is US and then value is dollar. Key is a US and value is a dollar. That means key equal to value. Now US equal to dollar, India equal to rupees, Dubai equal to dirhams. Now this is how the data will be stored in the database. Map is always contains the key and value pair. Key and value pair. This is one pair. This is one pair. And the another one, the next one is another pair. And this is another pair. So it is a key and value pair. Map always stores in the key and value pair that contains the values unique key. When I say unique key, for example, here I have now. Assume that here we have a India. I'm writing the India is the country and the currency is rupees. Right? And next again I'm writing the India. Capital I on top, small I at the bottom. Small I at the bottom. Now here rupee is the one which I have written. Rupees is the one which I have written. Now as per the documentation, it says that it should be the unique key. Doesn't care what is the value is there. Value could be the same, value could be the different. Value could be the same, value could be the different. But key has to be same. Key has to be unique. Now let me show you that. Let's go to the developer console. Now, right now we are moving to the map. That the map, we have a map of key value pair. So syntax is key and then value. Value. Now here you will be specifying the variable. You will be specifying the variable equal to new map of key, comma, value. Key, comma, value. And then we have a close. This is the syntax. This is the syntax. Now let's see the example map of key. I am taking it as a string because I am going to store the country details. So country details are string, key is the string and value is also a string. Value is also a string. Now let's say this is country currency map. Currency map equal to new map of string, comma, string. Currency map, whatever this currency map is there, inside this currency map, I'm going to add the values. I'm going to add the values. In order to add the values, we use a method called put. We use method called put. We use a method called put. Inside the put, I'm going to add here US and then let's say dollar and or put. I am adding the India, comma, rupees. I'm adding again India with a different small I, using the small I, and then I'm adding the rupees. And then system dot debug. Now let's say I'm printing the currency map. I'm printing the currency map. Less whatever the currency map is there, I'm printing the value. Now let me execute this. Now what happened it is taking the capital I, small I as a different. It is taken capital I and a small I is different, right? Whether the values are matching, it doesn't care. But key should not be matching it. Key should not be matching it, even it is a case sensitive. Map is a case sensitive. Capital small letters also it will think as it is a different value. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I have to check the voice. Okay. So here India is the rupees, US is the dollar, and small I it is taking it. So even capital small letter is also thinks as it's a unique key. Unique key. So map is a key value pair that contains the each value's unique key. It contains each value's unique key. And features of the list collection is, features of the map collection is any data. You take any data type. You take any data type that can be stored in both the key and value. Both the key and value. So in the key and value, we can store any data type. We can store any data type. The key of the type string are case sensitive. Key is case sensitive. Capital, small also will be considered as a new value. Capital I India, small I India, both are will be considered. It's a case sensitive in the map collection. It has to be always unique. Key always has to be a unique. Key always has to be a unique. For example, if I add one more thing here, debug, I'm going to add again here India. I'm adding the India and here it is the value as a rupee. Right click on this, execute. What happened? It is taken the only the one which is India. It is taken the India. I have a same value, exactly the capital, small letters, everything is same. It has taken this India and whatever the last value is there, if there are a duplicate values, here I have a duplicate value. This is the duplicate value, this is the duplicate value. Both are duplicate values. When we have a duplicate values, it will always consider the last one. It is always consider the last one. Whatever the last one is there, it will consider the last one. Now, if I place this India rupee is on top here, it will take which one is the last one in that case. If I take this and if I place it here, what is the output? Will I get it? Now I have two duplicates. India rupee, India is the key, rupee is the value, and another one India and then rupees. Now I have two duplicate values. Now which one it will take in the map? Does it take the second one or the third one? Second one or the third one?
Third one.
It will take the third one. Now let's go ahead and execute. Because whatever the last, if there are duplicate values are there, whatever the last key value is there, the last one is will be taken. And here it is India rupees. India rupees, the last one which has taken. So whatever the first one is there, it will be deleted and or else it will be deleted and it will take the latest one. Whatever the latest one is there, it will take the latest. That's another point. The key of the type string is a case sensitive in the map collection. Key always has to be a unique. Key always has to be a unique. You have to use the map keyword followed by the key and value. Whenever you are declaring the map, you have to use the key and a value. Data types are enclosed in this, right? So whatever the less than, greater than, in order to declare that in the map collection, we have to use it. Now the syntax is map data type, comma data value, data type key and the value. So I need to have a both of them. Map of data type key and data type value. Variable name equal to new map of data type key, comma data type value. Data type value. And then user. Take a note of it. Then let's see. So in the map, this is the map syntax. Map data type key, data type value, map name equal to new map, data type key and the data type value. Right, in this map is there, map is the reversed keyword, reserved keyword. Map is the reserved keyword that is provided by the Salesforce. I cannot use any other word there, only I have to use the map is the key, which I need to use it. Then data type key and the data type value. This is the key and this is the value. And here is the map name is the variable name and new is the reserved key. Reserved keyword. I need to use the new. So in the database, it always stores into the key and value. So it is nothing but a US, dollar, India, rupees, and UK pound. Right? This is how data will be stored in the database. It's always stores into the form of key and value. Take a notes of it. Taken the note? Let's move on. Map is the key. What are the key is the key can be the primitive data type. Key can be the S object. Key can be the primitive data type. Key can be the S object. Similarly, value. Value also can be the primitive data type and value can be the S object. Also, key can be the set or a list. C can be the list but not the list. In map, we have a key and value. Now, key could be the can be primitive data type. S object data type. S object data type. Similarly, value. Value also can be primitive data type. S object data type. Inside the key, we can use the collection. Collection only, set collection we can use it. Only possible that self collection. In key, we have to use only set collection. Only set collection we have to use it. Collection, only set collection. Whereas in the value, we can use the set or you can use the list or you can use the map also. You can use map. Anything we can use it in the value. But key is restricted. Key is only primitive data type, collection data type, and in the collection data type only set. Primitive S object in the collection only set is possible in the key. Whereas value can be primitive data type, S object data type. In the value, you can also use the collection data type, which is a set, list, and the map. Take a notes of it. Now we will see the examples. Then let's move on. Now, examples, map of string, comma, string. Here it is a key is a primitive data type. Value is also primitive data type. Value also primitive data type. Map of string, comma, string. String map equal to new map of string, comma, string. And second one is also, this is a primitive data type. And this is also primitive data type. Map of integer comma string into string. Into string map equal to new map of integer comma string. And the third one is map of ID comma account. So key is a primitive data type. Value is a S object. Value is S object. Value is S object. Map of ID comma account. ID to account map equal to new map of ID comma account. New map of ID comma account. The next one is map of account comma list of contact. Now here key is a S object. Key is S object and value is a list, which is a collection. Value is list collection. Here it is a map is a string and value is a list collection. Account to contact map. Account to contact map equal to new map of account comma list of contact. And the next one is map of string comma set of string. Now here it is a key is a primitive data type. Now the value is a set. Value is a set collection. Value is set collection. String to account map. String to account map. And the next one is map of set of ID, which is a set collection in the key. And the value is list of contact. Here it is a list of collection. List collection. Map of set of ID, comma list of contact. ID to contact map equal to new map of set of ID and the list of contact. List of contact. So we covered the primitive to S object. So what we have covered so far in the key values, in the key and the value. Key, value. Key is we have taken the primitive and also value is also we have taken the primitive. And the next one is a primitive of integer and again it is value is primitive of string. So you can use the string, integer, integer, whatever the format is there you can use it. So primitive to primitive. And the next one is in the key we have taken the primitive data type and then value we have taken the S object. Value we have taken the S object. Now next one is key S object, right? And here we have taken the list collection. List collection. And also in the next one, key is a primitive data type and value is set of collection. Set of collection. And key is set collection and the value is list collection. Also, we can use the nested map that we will discuss later. Nested map also we can do it. Nested map also we can do it. That is very complicated one, but we will see. So this is the combination. This is the combination. Primary to primary. In the primary data type, in the primitive data type, we have a string, integer, so many data types we have. So you can take any key primitive data type and any value primitive data type. Right? That is the one. And the next one is key is a primitive data type and then S object. S object. And then we have taken the S object to list. And then primitive data type to the set. Set to list. Right? So these are the combinations which we have in the map. These are the combinations which we have the map. Right? So take a note of it. Take a note of it. Done. Okay. In the map, we have a methods. First method is a key set. First method is key set. Now, before going to the key set, let's say here we have declared the map and then string comma string. String is a primitive data type. Another string value is also primitive data type. How the values are stored here? Values are stored in the form of, let me take a copy of this. Here, values are stored. India equal to rupees, US equal to dollars, India equal to rupees. Okay, this is the format it has to. Now, for example, right now I have declared the inside the map, I have used the put method. I have used the put method. Now, instead of using the put method, can I declare directly while initializing it? If I wanted to declare the values while initializing it, I wanted to declare it. While initializing, I need to specify the key and value. Now, in that case, what we have to do? So, specify the key. So, in this case, key is a string. Now, let's say here, I'm going to specify key is US and then equal to value. Value is dollar, right? While initializing it, you need to specify equal to greater than. Equal to greater than. That means, let me declare the second one. Now the second one is, let's say India equal to greater than rupees. India equal to greater than rupees. Greater one. Debug. Now it says India equal to rupees, US equal to dollar. How did I declare it? I declared equal to greater than. While initializing the map, if you want to specify the values, you have to use the key equal to greater than value. Key equal to greater than value. You need to specify like this. You need to specify like this. Similarly, if you wanted to add a few more details, for example, I wanted to add a few more details. Let's say here, I'm going to put, instead of adding directly, later if you wanted to add, you can use the currency map dot put, currency map dot put, then key and then value. Key and then value. Key is, let me add Australia. Australian also dollar. In Australian also it's a dollar. Values again. Go on execute. And it is taken the Australia. Automatically the sorting is happening, right? It is math is going to automatically sort. So what I have done, I have added the Australian, right, dollars. Now let me add one more here. Dubai. Let's add dirhams. Dirham. debug, Australia dollar. After that, what it is adding? It is adding the Dubai dirham, India rupees, US dollar. So the sorting is automatically happening. The sorting is automatically done by the Salesforce. Done by the Salesforce. Like for example, I have so many information is there in this currency map. I have so many information is there in this currency map. Now I wanted to know what are the keys are available. I'm not interested on the value. I wanted to know only the keys. What are the keys that are available inside the map? Right now we have only few details, right? Like we have a US, India, right? Australia, Dubai, only these are there. For example, I wanted to know what are the keys that are available inside the map. Because I'm interested only to know the key. Only to know the key. Now, if I wanted to know only the keys, now what can I do? I can print here system.debug currency map dot key set. Currency map dot key set. Now let me execute this. It is only going to give me the keys. It is only going to give me the keys, which is the country names, Australian, Dubai, India, US. Only the keys it is going to give us. So key set is basically it is return the set of all the keys in the map. Whatever the keys are available in the map, if you wanted to get only the keys information, then you can use the key set. Then you can use the key set. And similarly, values. Similarly, we have a values. In case if you wanted to get only the values I wanted to get. Now, in that case, you can just specify the values. For example, I just wanted to know what are the currencies are there. I'm not interested about the country. I'm not interested about the country. Then in that case, I'll take values. Currency map, values, and here currency map is set. Highlighted one. No. It is coming in the sorting order of the key set, sorting order of the values. Right? Actually, Australian is dollar. Dubai is not a rupees. Dubai is not a rupees. So do not assume that it will keep the same format here. Now keys are automatically based on the key, it will automatically sort it. So here you have a correct information. When you are getting the US, when you get the US values, the values are there inside that if you are getting only the values. When you are getting only the values will be auto sorted. Australian equal to dollars, right? Dubai equal to rupees, which is wrong. So do not assume that this second key or a first index of this key set and first index of value equal to same. No. It is automatically does the sorting. So basically here you are just finding there is no relation here. I'm not checking the keys equal to values or values, which value is for the which key. I'm not checking that. I'm just getting the keys and the values. It doesn't matter what is the key for this value. It doesn't matter what is the key for this value. I'm just getting the values that are available inside the map. So when I get the values inside the map, automatically it does the sorting. So which is values. And the next, if you wanted to identify the size of the key value pair, how many pairs we have in the map. In case if you wanted to identify, we will use the size of it. For example, if you wanted to know the size of this, now debug. Now here I'm going to put system.debug currency map size. Now let's say here currency map dot size. Now let me execute it. Now how many are there? We have 4, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, the size is the 4. Size is 4. Now similarly we have put key. Put is the one which we have already seen. In case if you wanted to add the key and value to the map, we can add it. And then if you wanted to get the value of per specific key, if you want to get the value of specific key. Now we know how to get a keys, we know how to get a values. But right now, I'm interested, what is the value of the Dubai? What is the value of the Dubai? I wanted to get it. I wanted to get the Dubai value. In that case, what we will do is we will go over currency map dot get key. Which key I wanted to get? Get the Dubai. Dubai. For this key, what is the value? Now let's execute this. Get key. Now inside this get key, execute the highlighted one. I am getting the value for that particular key. Get of key. Get of key. So for this get of key, I wanted to get the value. So for that, we will use the get of key. And then we have a clear in case if you wanted to clear the entire data. And in case if you wanted to remove the complete key you wanted to remove it, and that value also you wanted to remove. That means complete pair you wanted to remove it. Key value pair you wanted to remove it from the map. In that case, if you remove the key, what will happen is corresponding value also will be deleted. Corresponding value also will be deleted. Now take a note of it. Now we will see few more map examples tomorrow. Take a notes of it. Now in the real time, we use all 3 of them. List, set, map. We use all 3 of them in the real time. Collection is mostly used in the real time, whether it is a set collection, list collection, or a map collection. Anything we will use it in the real time based on the what the developer needs, right? So developer should know what is the output they should get it. If they know what is the requirement based on the business need, they can use the list collection, they can use the set collection, they can use the map collection. We're taking the notes. Assignments. Write a Apex code to add a following name in the collection. iPhone X equal to 70,000, Nokia equal to 60,000, Samsung equal to 50,000, Motorola equal to 40,000, and the get values by passing the key and get the values. So you need to pass the key and get the values for it. This is the first assignment. Done taking the notes. Okay. And next assignment is implement a Apex code to store the following data. In 0th index, it should store Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad. In first index, it should store the Chicago, New York, San Diego, Dallas. In the second index, it should store the LA, Derby, Bristol, Derby. And in the third index, it should store the Ely, Derby, Bristol, Derby. And in the fourth index, Berlin, Hamburg, Munchen, Bonn. These are the names should be stored. So this is the second assignment. Take notes of it. Okay. Now this is the trial handling. We'll provide the trial handling. That's all for today.